Hello guys, this is Half Dude, and welcome to Abandoned Explorations, another episode. I haven't had very many episodes of this. It's kind of more my chill series. I had one with Bart's Department Store in Condemned. It is a series in which I go to abandoned locations in video games and treat them as if they're real places and do a little exploration. Got a obscure one for you today. This is Gunman Chronicles, a official Valve licensed, but for whatever reason not acknowledged, kind of sort of spin-off-y thing using the original Half-Life engine. Has nothing to do with Half-Life whatsoever. It's a completely own, unique universe in which we have colonized deep space. But it's kind of like an alternate history or alternate reality sort of thing where we have advanced technology, but we're still sort of in like the Wild West era, like Confederacy and Union troops and stuff, and it's interesting. So we're on the beautiful Jurassic Park planet with dinosaurs and stuff, and we're about to hitch a ride on the evil general's ship. And we're going to be going to the Ferran Moon facility today. But let's go and watch the cutscene. Not often you see cutscenes in a Half-Life engine game, so it's kind of cool to see. Turn my fan on. It's hot.
Breaking orbit, sir.
Raptors.
I'm disappointed in this planet's reptile specimens. In the end, it was my men who killed them. It's time to check on our more dangerous specimens. Set course for the Ferran Moon.
Steady as she goes, man.
There's some thick-ass boys.
In the cargo hold may have useful genotypes. However, the latest genome life forms have been nearly perfected.
The report from the science team is a critical step. If the genomes were able to destroy the mechanized facility, they will have proven themselves to be the finest bioweapons ever.
There's always room for improvement. For instance, controlling them is still a problem.
Sir, force calculated. Compared to intercount space.
Damn, boy. Those some thick-ass boys.
I got a bad feeling about this.
There she is, the Ferran Moon. One of two moons of this unnamed planet here.
It's the perfect place to test the Xenome's abilities. The facility was abandoned decades ago, when the moon's orbit became unstable.
The place is a dead trap. The only thing holding it together is a jerry-rigged array of counter space anchors. The facility's mainframe AI hasn't been defragged in ages. I suspect by now it's technically insane.
We'll know soon. Contact the science team.
Tasty.
Something's wrong. I don't see the science team. Sir, aerial drone on
We can't maneuver like this. I'm dropping the cargo to get out. Science team is on their own.
Alright. This is the only time in this game where you see this. Enemies from two different areas in the game fighting. There you go. Alright, all hostiles eliminated. So, if you guys haven't noticed, this, and it is pretty subtle, so I wouldn't blame you. This is actually the high definition version. Or, I mean, it's not really a version, it was a mod. You know all those AI upscaling mods that are going around these days? That was done to this. And you can kind of see it a little bit in certain textures, especially in the robots here. You can kind of see the I mean, unless you played the game before, but the textures are sharper. But anyway, so yeah, this kind of be a gameplay, but also an abandoned explorations at the same time, just because I have to kill enemies and stuff. But yeah, so this is the Ferran Moon. Again, nothing much known about it. Does look to have a thin but active atmosphere, judging by the clouds. Quite a view up here. Got the actual planet here, which seems to be awfully close. This must be their nearest star, and the sister moon here, which isn't named. I guess we can just call it Ferrin Minor, maybe. But yeah, it's very rusty, and seems to be quite the state of disrepair. I don't know if this is an official landing spot. I mean, it seems to be. Kind of like what looks like cargo and like runway lights here. Go ahead and head on in.
Help! The drones! They've turned against us!
Yeah, 1 second. Gotta get my secrets. Yep. That's a grenade. This is the big thing with Gunman, is you had customizable weapons. So I'm going to go ahead and make this a cluster bomb and detonate on impact.
Thank you. You've helped to save my Xenome.
Alright, so I assume if this is a landing pod, it is strange that the only entrance here at this landing strip is a ladder. I don't know. You have to kind of, taking into account if this is a real place, you kind of have to figure that if they were going to abandon this place because the moon was eventually going to fall into the planet, that they would want to salvage whatever is salvageable from this place and take whatever they could. So maybe there was an escalator here at one point, or some stairs, and this is just some sort of cheap scaffolding they put up just so they could get other stuff out. And that's kind of what we have to assume with missing walls and kind of abandoned looking rooms, that there's probably furniture and stuff here at one point, but it's all been cleared out. My super knife out.
Unauthorized landing at secondary platform.
Seems to be the AI. There's that guy, he's dead. And this robot's here. Oh, where the heck did you come from? Alright, so seems to be cargo storage. Makes sense. Got a radar, so that's another evidence that this is an actual official landing area. You see these things throughout the levels, these weird towers. I don't know what they are. Maybe they're communication or shielding of some sort, or maybe it's even like a artificially generated atmosphere or something. I don't know. When you destroy it, though, it always sounds so nice. It's like music. Yes, I don't know what those are. Oh, we've got the official logo for this place. Dot with 2 circles, obviously a representation of the planet with the orbits of the 2 moons. Which kind of makes me think that these facilities there must be one on each planet if the logo is all 3 planets. I don't know. I was actually thinking about this in preparation to to doing this episode. That in this universe, I mean, we are traveling like not within one galaxy but multiple galaxies thanks to the wormhole technology or kata technology they call it. So I was thinking this place could have been used by like aliens and stuff, but you know, creatures that we don't even know what they look like. But one second.
Where is it, General? He was supposed to take us back to...
Yes, you take a nap. So I was thinking, like, you know, it's just as likely that there could be like aliens that actually built this place, but then I was thinking the fact that the AI speaks English and that there is English writing on the signs and stuff in here makes me think it must be humans. So that clears that mystery. So yeah, we got some old computers and stuff showing God knows what.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am the mainframe in control of this facility, and you are... Damn it!
Maybe I am. There you go. So yeah, obviously the mainframe is hostile towards us. Got a big empty room here. I wonder if this was some sort of other landing zone at one point. Another one of those towers up there. Looks like the thing on that's been destroyed already. Hey, buddy. There's a HAL 9000 on here. Beak Leapers and Emperor Xenos.
This is your general. First, I'd like to congratulate the science team on the success of the Xenomes. You've exceeded all our hopes. However, I'm afraid your triumph has complicated matters a bit. Our readings show your Xenomes are spreading quickly enough to pose an immediate threat to the facility. I've been forced to call my troops back to the base for repairs. Any members of the science team who didn't make it back in time for evacuation will have to find their own way off Ferran Moon if they wish to return to Ignis. Again, good luck, and don't let the current turn of events spoil your sense of accomplishment.
So, the invaders originate on the planet Ignis. I will deal with Ignis after I take care of this xenome infestation.
Yeah, she's got confidence. That's good. That whole cone of light isn't supposed to have that shiny filter on it, but for whatever reason, this engine, the Zex engine that I have to use to run this high texture upscale mod for some reason adds that to there. So got binary, universal language.
Help me reach your kind. We'll fix this.
Alright. Oh, didn't mean to punch you. Oh shit.
Drones, destroy the human invaders.
I don't think I helped very much. So they explain later that these are called kata space anchors. I don't know, I guess maybe they're using some sort of quantum technology to, like, I don't know, it's kind of like, I'm thinking about like Bioshock Infinite. They talked about, oh, they could use quantum particles that like don't move at all in space to like keep things locked in a certain spot, maybe something like that. But they're artificially keeping this moon's orbit from decaying. Secondary units here. Cute little robots. You know, I was also thinking about this. Every time I played this game, I've always assumed this was a research facility. I guess maybe just due to it being Half-Life and it being full of research facilities. But I was thinking this place in a universe like this, where space stations and space bases are so common, you know, this place could have been anything. It could have just been like a storage depot or like a military outpost or anything. It didn't have to be something real big and important. This odd thing. Kind of hard to tell what this thing might have been. Seems like it's aimed right at the horizon of this planet, so maybe it's some sort of communications. It's not like they was using like a fiber optic sort of technology, like blinks of light. And whatever it is, we're gonna destroy it. Blew up the guy down here. I kind of like how this is using like Doom sort of ideas that, you know, really far in the future we still have giant computers. I mean, I know it's supposed to make this place look more dated, but still, I mean, how dated could it be considering it's on a moon? Like this futuristic society. Interesting up there. This place has been abandoned for so long, and all the drones are operational. I assume that the AI, the mainframe, has been, you know, having the drones keep this place maintained, so it still operates. So some of the more shoddily assembled stuff could be explained through that.
He's dead. We're all dead. The mainframe has turned against us. The Xenomes are damaging the counter space anchors. The Xenomes are out of control.
These things are friggin' disgusting. want to say anything. I got some kind of control room here. Looks like it's showing the two moons, because I know the Ferran moon was brown, so that must be the sister moon. So it appears that the sister moon is about half the size. Also, when we were watching the cutscene, it was pretty clear that the Ferran moon is the inner moon towards the planet. Let's check out this weapons locker. Let's get a little quick. These things are called critters in the model files. They're just called critters. I feel like they're kind of a underdeveloped xenome in the Gunman lore, because the Beak Leapers and the Emperor xenomes get actual like names, but these are just called critters. They're definitely the most disgusting though, because they literally, you can tell, they literally spit out larva versions. Like, they spit out their own like offspring at you as a weapon, and they just like splat against the wall because their exoskeleton's still soft. That'd be like a human mother like just like popping out babies and throwing them at people. Sometimes when they yes, if they're throwing them from far enough, sometimes they don't die instantly, and they'll crawl after you for a few seconds and then just combust. And they just explode. It's pretty gross. Milky chunks. Alright, let's continue on. So, for people not familiar with Gunman, the xenomes, they're essentially all the white creatures, the white alien-looking creatures. Ooh, there's a goodie up there I just saw. How do you get up there? Yeah, like that. That's a Beak Leaper. They will do that and jump at people. I'm assuming these are supposed to be like razor sharp and dangerous, and that's why they're so deadly. Well, I was making an exploration. Essentially, the xenomes are artificially created silicone-based life that have been made into a bioweapon by the general. He's been unleashing them on colonies and stuff to hurt the gunmen who used to be the general for it. And he blames them for being left behind. If you search up Gunman intro, you'll see the whole backstory.
You're back. I patched together another Polaris blade for you, just in time, too. The barricade won't hold them back for much longer.
Alright.
Wait, who are you? Gunman. I won't let you have this weapon. Stay back.
There you go. See it? Look at that. It's like stitch work. Ugh. It's pretty gross. Specimen container. Hive back. Huh. Never noticed that. Maybe that's what they're called. They're just called critters in the models, but hiveback. Never seen that name before. That must be them, because that's the only other type of xenome. Some more mobile computers. Got some flesh. There's our new weapon, the Polaris blade. Seems to be using like generator technology. I'm assuming those blades are magnets. They're moving the coils of copper wire around them and generating electricity. That's my guess anyway. Is your health. It took me forever to realize this because the texture is so blurry, but there's actually like a cabinet with stuff in it, because you can see like there's some scissors and some other stuff, like bottles and stuff. So I assume you're actually opening this up and taking stuff out of it to get health. So there's another hive back. I'm going to use the BFG mode. Turn it to ball. Boom! The drawback with this weapon is it generates heat, which you can see as the temperature meter down there. If it overheats, it'll hurt you. Microwaved. White noise. There's a big old one of those things. I honestly don't know why the rest of the galaxy's having such a hard time with these things. I actually don't find them that hard to fight. Alright, well, we got here the nice noise, so we gotta destroy this one too. Oh. You'd think the robots left behind here would give you an idea of maybe the use of this place. These big guys kind of make me wonder if it was some sort of storage facility, because big arms like that you could see as maybe like, you know, robotic forklifts lifting things up, moving boxes and stuff. I'm assuming at one point this eyepiece was actually back up inside here, and that it just eventually fell out. It's kind of just hanging out, which would kind of make picking things up easier if their front was so flat. They do have a defensive weapon though, so kind of makes me wonder if it was a storage place or a research facility, why they'd need so much security, robotic security. But I guess space is a dangerous place. Territorial. So behold, the Emperor Xeno. Little tiny face, little tiny hands, and yeah, their whole thing is launching spores, which I assume are their own offspring as people. They're definitely organic based. Very weak, but they do have the one advantage that if you overkill them, they'll explode into I guess it has to be an explosive weapon, but they'll explode into a bunch of those spores.
Even our most powerful weapon won't make a dent in that thing.
Alright.
I'll be damned if I'm the only one who's going to die here.
I remember I was playing this game with Andrew once, and he had a totally different take on this guy, and what he said. I guess it's not really super clear. I always used to think he said, but I'm not the only one that's gonna die here. But I think Andrew heard it as that that Andrew heard it as that, and I always thought he was saying, but I'm the only one that's gonna die here. Which I guess doesn't make sense, but I always thought he was being selfless, like he was opening the door so I could survive, like he renounced the general because he got left behind or something. But I guess Andrew was probably right. He's saying, I'm not the only one that's gonna die, and then he opens the door. But yeah, one of the what do they call it? He's got the BFG gun. What are those called? Freaking yeah, she mentions it up here. I'll just fighting. Aerial drone. Friendly fire. Yeah, having robots with so much firepower, there had to be some sort of military base or something. I mean, I guess there's always the possibility that the mainframe modified the robots to have weapons. Pop, pop. Shoot the planet! Shoot the planet! Remember Eric pointing this out? You thought it was so freaking cool. How they... Oh, actually... They actually used one of the robot eyes and made it into a gun. It's kind of it's hydraulics here, so it's, I guess these must have moved. This looks like maybe a receiving area of some sort. Like receiving big boxes of cargo or something. So it seems like we're still in the landing bay area of the place. I'm gonna have to fall, I think. Oh, there we go. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fall. Ow. Little tiny ones up here. Yeah, there's the body of the thing. Just ripped it apart. Notice there's even in real life abandoned places that seems so freaking wasteful. Like look at all these boxes of stuff they just left behind. Like all this medical supplies. And apparently they left the power on. So there's some safe disposal of probably radioactive material. Splatted guy. High five. Things even flap their tails. Actually, I'm kind of wondering, those things coming out actually look like the, they kind of look like the embryos or the larvae that the critters spit up. So I wonder if this is an earlier, I don't know, maybe these can spit out critters, and then critters can self-replicate. I mean, that's the whole idea behind their creation, is that they're a bioweapon, and so they can like mass reproduce really quick and spread. You'll see the thing, yeah, these things shooting out. I remember there's some up here, more mature versions. It's up here somewhere. There it is. Hey, 3 legs. See, the head is the same as on a critter. But yeah, you gotta crush them. Splat. And be sadistic and watch them die. There we go. Shield technology. Nice open area here. It'd be so weird to be on a planet and have another planet be that close to you like that. Just casually look up in the sky. Just casually look up in the sky and see another planet just hanging above you like that. Clunk clunk. Bam! Plasma core. That must be the power source for this place. Plasma technology.
All drones increase efficiency. 3 plasma cores deactivated.
Little airlock place here. Not much tone, everyone. It's awesome. I love this room in particular. It's so ominous. There's no music. You just got white noise from like old ancient comm units. I mean, obviously they must be comm if they have speakers. A very droning, just noise. I remember I was here one time and I called Eric and talked to him on the phone for a little bit here. And I said, yeah, I'm playing Gunman. I wonder if, like, when there were guys here walking around doing stuff, like, maybe if they talked to the mainframe as, like, telling her to do stuff, like, maybe this thing was like a projector and project, like, the logo up there, and, like, her voice would talk whenever it was up and stuff. I don't know. Come on. Come on. Jump into the lasers. Come on. There you go. Turn it into juice. Want some juiced xenome. There you go. It does make me wonder what the mainframe was like back before she was supposedly insane. Be interesting to hear her be all just monotone and like regular computer like. Other facilities in this game have been shown to have their own like facility HI or facility AI. and there's one in the beginning of the game in the Gunman HQ, and there's one at the end in the bad people's the outlaw facility. What's interesting is those, even though they're supposed to be newer systems than her, they sound very unintelligent and just very basic and just like. So, kind of makes me wonder. They said in the intro that she's gone crazy because she hasn't been defragged in ages. I'm assuming they're talking like defragging a hard drive, and that's made her insane. But honestly, she seems like the most like actually conscious and like alive. Like she's acquired self-awareness. So kind of makes me wonder if like leaving her activated just by herself like this for decades, she's actually like through becoming fragmented, she's actually like arranged her AI data in a certain way to actually achieve consciousness.
Moving toward the remaining plasma core.
Obviously, being a computer, she still has the obligation of needing to make alerts and announcements and stuff, but she is shown later as being able to talk freely, too.
Plasma laser deactivated.
Yeah. This creeps out my submechaphobia. Even though it's not underwater, it's the same thing, just the griminess and just being down in the black pits with a bunch of rusted metal and stuff. Ugh. Creeps me out. Everything's just falling apart.
Charge telephotos.
Bam! Apparently, even though this place is old and obsolete, teleporters are just a normal, regular thing, so good on the UAC. Apparently, they made teleportation popular. I hope teleporting with that robot corpse isn't going to do anything bad to me. I love the rapid fire mode on the pistol. Go. So now we've been teleported, so who knows where we are in relation to everything else. But there's some rock.
It wasn't my decision to come here. It was the General who chose to test the new xenomes on the Ferran Moon.
At first I trusted you, but it was you who brought the xenomes here.
And why not? This moon's a lifeless junkyard ruled by an obsolete mainframe that serves no useful function.
No useful function? For 50 years I have been constructing counter space tankers to keep this moon in its orbit.
My xenomes are superior to your drones. They will kill you.
And my drones will kill you.
Yeah, he's dead as crap. Some stuff. Ow. it's an outlaw. I think he's the only one you see on this whole planet. It's interesting. Sparks. Man, that noise is annoying. Yep. Up the stairs. I like the two-tone.
I know you're in here somewhere.
She can feel me. This used to be a main interface room where the AI technicians would do stuff to her. This isn't her core, but obviously if they got a big thing here where she can talk, some sort of main control room. Pipes. I love pipes. That don't look good.
Tectonic stress is going to be critical. Increase power to all space anchors.
Meteor defense shield reactor. That's it, right there. And they just pop. Little younger versions of themselves. Come on, pop. So yeah, this is a pretty cool room. A little bit of development here. 5x zoom. So it appears that the little sister moon has a volcano on it, a very large volcano. And I'm assuming, I know that the other moon is smaller than this moon, but I think it's zoomed in just to show detail, but it looks like, I don't know, I guess because the other moon is so small, it probably has a lesser gravity field, so the blast from the volcano is just going straight into space and freezing and turning into asteroids. And they're raining down on us. At least that's what it looks like to me. I would think. It looks like... I don't know, it's confusing. Because that might be the other moon right there, and that might be the big planet. But you'll see when we go outside and look that it is the smaller moon that has the volcano on it that we're seeing right here. So it's kind of confusing. I'm not exactly sure, but got alerts going off. You imagine guys sitting in little chairs here monitoring for asteroids and other hazards. It's kind of cozy. I like this. They got like their little spot there for setting their like goodies, and like they got lights up there. Like set their like their family pictures and like their coffee cup and their TPS reports. Put them right up in there. Just monitor their screens and monitor the reactor for the shield defense down there. other side here. I love this weird music. I wonder if that's like a natural byproduct of the operation of the reactor. Kind of like those towers we destroy. It's like when the energy is just open to the air, it makes like a calming sort of audible noise or something. It's kind of cool to think of. Just like a neat sort of byproduct. So we have to go through here. Lots of wiring in here. Open this little emergency hatch. So, you remember when I said this place had too much security to be just a regular storage place? Well, check this out. They got their own freaking battle droids. So yeah, here's the sister moon. You can clearly see the volcano on it. It's a gigantic freaking volcano. You also notice the moon has gotten closer, and this has gotten closer too. The orbit is decaying, which is not a good thing. It seems that our atmosphere is beginning to get a bit cloudy and yucky looking. Used to be a nice blue. This is the meteor shield tower here. I'm assuming you can't see it, but there's like just a shield coming out of here surrounding the moon. I'm guessing those smaller ones getting through are, I don't know, maybe it's not even a shield, maybe it's just some sort of turret system or something that keeps the bigger stuff out. It's very noisy here. Yeah, but you can see the yellow on them. So it does look like it's like frozen, semi-frozen lava or something coming from that volcano. We got our own volcano. I wonder if some of the meteor impacts are actually destabilizing our surface and making volcanoes form. There's a gigantic one right there. Look at that. Look at the size of that volcano.
They must keep this tower operational.
They left a chair behind. I don't know if Eric Controller would know, but I wonder if the changing in the orbit, like the gravitational change of getting closer to the larger planet, maybe that would affect the crust of the moon and make volcanoes appear. Another one over there. That volcano was not erupted earlier. Yeah, it's getting hellish out there. Very cool croissant-shaped panel here. So I see the shield regenerated. Let's go ahead and turn it off, because apparently we have a death wish. I don't know why we turned it off. I guess we're just suicidal. Bye. How the heck did we survive that? Ooh, that red text makes me think of They Hunger. Alright, so. Alright, so. Yeah, the whole crust of the planet is failing. So he asks, where are they all coming from? We will soon find out. Behold. Final stage of the beak leaper. Which becomes a giant egg sac. Gotta blow it up though. Gonna use that. Gotta let it cool down now. I wonder if we can make a beak leaper jump into the lava. Let's try that. Come on. Come on. Jump in the lava. No. Alright. Splat. We got like little underdeveloped beak leapers. Pretty gross. Its head's just hanging there. Fatty too. The guys that made this game really did a good job of just making the Xenoms freaking disgusting. They're just gross. They're really, really gross. Like, you'd think dead things would be gross, but, like, they're even grosser when they're dead. Than, like, normal things. Alright. So we're getting a little bit of a more natural side. Oh. Kind of getting a better idea of what this moon's environment is like. Seems to... You can see all this dust piled up inside the caverns and inside the caves and rocks and stuff, so there's dust all over the ground in here. So apparently, I don't know, maybe it's a leap in logic, but it makes... kind of makes me think maybe they have like dust storms on this moon, and this dust just like blows all over the place and blows inside these caves and stuff. So, because it's probably totally rock cave, I'd imagine. It wouldn't just be sand down here. Probably just dust just blowing all through here, like big old. You imagine just big old sandstorms. Would kind of explain, you know, the tendency for things to kind of rust and get grimy. Dust cutting into the metal and exposing it to the moisture in the air. Alright, now we're going to go up here. And it seemed to be kind of a brown moon, so I wonder if it's like an iron oxide based material making up the planet. It's kind of cool. You can see where the water level used to be. Assuming this is sewage. Splat. See what I mean? Just gross. There's gross. Like, I don't know, it's like usually when things die in games, I mean, I guess Doom is an exception, but usually things aren't so gross when they die in games, but Xenomes are. So now that the meteor shield is down, bigger and bigger asteroids are going to be hitting the surface. I'll punch you. Yep. There we are.
I cannot believe you survived. How unfortunate. No matter. You won't survive long in the meteor storm.
But I want to. She's watching. This is probably the... I wonder if part of the reason Valve doesn't want to acknowledge this game and put it on Steam is because then people would realize that maybe this is where they got the idea for Gladys, with the cameras watching you and everything. She is basically like Gladys's trashier sister. I bet Gaben didn't want to have the association. Wouldn't surprise me. Not that they shouldn't be associated with the game, but that would be something Gaben would do. I've lost quite a bit of respect for Gaben since the whole Half-Life Alyx thing. I mean, you make the fans wait freaking 15 years for a game, then you finally release one, you don't make it a sequel, and you make it exclusive to VR, just so you can sell more of your bullshit VR helmets. It's freaking... It's bullshit. So anyway, here's another one of these towers. I'll blow that up. This one actually sinks. Sinks into the magma. Got some armor. Oh, fell for me. Cool. Alright. We got a force field. They're cutesy bots. Aren't they? Aren't those cute robots? They're cutesy bots. Now, going to do... Yeah. There we go. Make it a laser. Turn off the force field. That sucks. I guess I shouldn't have made it a cluster bomb. Got a little storage room. Let's see what's down here. Frickin' missiles. Frickin' boxed missiles. This place was definitely either military storage or military research. I think that settles it right there. Frickin' mainframe ain't telling me. Guess that would explain why there's so many guns laying around too. More dust. You hear the whole place starting to creak and grind.
Heading online, report to the service. Repel Zeno with information.
This alternate route here. I wonder if that was always built for one of those things, or if this used to be cargo. Hard to say. Like how you can see like ground below, like they just kind of place these down like little tiles just to make a floor. Oh, there it is, right there on radar. So this is a big old gun. At least I assume it's a gun. It might just be part of a discharge port for something. But it's a plasma discharge. Something you will like this. I love doing this. Half-Life, it varies the pitch of different sounds so they don't sound identical. And in this case, it almost sounds like a instrument. Check it out. Bongo champ. Don't worry, I'll take care of him for you. Plasma chamber. Another tower. Whoa! Fill a plasma chamber. See if we can knock this thing out of the sky with the plasma discharge. Yeah. Alright, buddy, I took care of him for you. Oh. Well, seems the plasma might have melted him. Those are his intestines. That's his butthole. So, okay. Well, either way, you don't have to worry about the aerial drone. And its crashed corpse has left an opening for us. I remember there was no door here. So this room literally was just a room with no door or hatch or anything. So this is the weirdest way to get to a room. In order to get in here, you have to climb up through here, go down here, and go into this vent. Very weird. Maybe it was some sort of ventilation thing, but I don't know why they'd have lights in a vent. That always annoys me. It's a part of level design that annoys me, is when rooms don't make sense. Ow. Like some main freaking power lines or something going through here. That planet is getting really freaking close. Oh crap. Alright. Assuming these opened up or something at some point. That's why this is here. Because this is a floor. It's one of those things that doesn't make sense again. I don't like that. Maybe I'll just say there's a door behind here. I don't like that. You have to justify having a transfer room here just to go to that. Magnet flows.
Severe meteor damage reported in Sector 6. All drones have reached more levels in Sector 4. All drones regroup in Sector 7.
I wonder if this was a like a high security area. Looks like a security booth. Maybe to open the door up here or something. Assuming this was a door at some point. Yeah, maybe not. Oh crap. Don't cut me. sort of machine shop or something. Wow, mainframe, you missed every single one. Alright. Some pretty major hallways here. Heal up. Alright. All the Emperor Xenoms are converging here, looks like. Trying to get in. And that would explain why. Now we see where the Emperor Xenoms come from. This must be one of the final stages. It just starts out sending out like frickin' miniature versions all over the place. Or larva form versions, I guess is what you should call it. But you know what they say in military strategy. You gotta find the weak spot and attack. Thing sure has a high pain tolerance. That hurt. There you go, now it's running away.
Massive signal organisms moving to Sector 7.
Yeah, so it sounds like she's got a one of those heavy mechs trying to hunt this thing down, so it's probably nearby. Oh wow! Hello. Oh, and there it is. Secret goodie room here. mecha gun here seems to have a lot of effect on these guys. Must be like armor-piercing rounds or something. Alright. And there's its head. What are those volcanoes? Almost looks like a helipad or something. Space helicopter. Skylight. Shrapnel. Ah. Alright. It's a cool light. Thought it was cool, so I'd shoot it. Oh. Alright. I don't know if that's the same one or a different one. Dang. Yeah, that gun works freaking good. You can actually make this rock fall. I've never been able to time it right. I know exactly where to hit it. There you go. It'd be awesome if I could take the robot out that way. We're in some sort of canyon lands. More dusty canyons. This guy's trying to... Oh, dang. Alright. Hey, I like the crumple effect. And it appears that the moon is gone. Oh, shit. Well, our sister moon has fallen into the planet, so that's not good. That is that's pretty horrifying, isn't it? That planet is just exploding. It is going to be raining all sorts of stuff down on us, which makes me think we should probably not be standing out here. Things are just going to keep getting worse now. It's a neat vent cover. And again, I shoot it. There's a piece of the planet. Jeez, look at that. That's crazy. It's kind of eerie in a way. Look at these like antennas, these satellite dishes. You can tell, like, looks like they're facing the planet. Maybe a communication between the planet and the moon. It's kind of creepy considering that this planet is being destroyed. It's like the connection is severed. I like that sound. It's like you can hear the planet erupting in the distance. Whew. I wonder if that was an inhabited planet at some point. It's obviously not a gas giant. It's solid. I assume it had probably been evacuated if they knew that the moons were going to fall anytime, even though it did take 50 years for that to happen. I'm sure there's no one on there. We're going to find out what that sound is later. Triple squish. Impact grenade. Nice. Ooh, rockets, cool. Got like a rail system up here. Saw that one go by a second ago. Looks like there's one down here too. Still full of stuff. Because of course it is. Don't waste it all. Let's see if I can get the stuff here. Big old computers. Clunk, clunk. Nice. Yeah, cute little beak. These seriously are very ineffective Xenos. They are not very dangerous at all. I wonder what these things are. I stepped on it by landing on my head. Alright. That was a thing. Red screen of death. So gross. You hear like its esophagus like trying to take a breath and stuff. There's his freaking head, or half of it, I think. There's his freaking head. There's his head. Freaking head. Okay, it's got the same head as those little squishy creatures. Alien guts. I'm realizing this is turning more into a Let's Play than a abandoned explorations, but I mean we are exploring as we go through. I'm trying to call stuff out as I see it. It's just some of the levels get kind of samey after a while. There's a Xenome trapped inside that rock. me once. These are some big-ass Kata space anchors. Really big. Such a warm red glow. It's like a tanning booth. Right.
This is the last priority Kata space anchor. I scrambled the tunnels. You'll never be able to destroy it now.
Okay. Look at all the wires. So apparently this is the inside of a Kata space anchor. Some sort of weight or something spinning around in here. I'm assuming that's some sort of weight. There's low gravity. So yeah, I really can't think of any idea how these things work. It affects gravity somehow. We got a laser shooting in, and we just gotta destroy these. Still not as good a beat as the metal grate. One down. And again, I don't know why I'd want to destroy this and like doom myself, but apparently this character I play as Major Archer is just suicidal. I mean, it ends up working out in my favor, but still. I know, I'm an asshole. So, I have completely doomed this moon at this point. We are falling. Come here, you. So, that one's destroyed as well. I guess they were kind of codependent. We are now on a doomed moon. All the secondary anchors were destroyed, so honestly, even if those ones were operating, it still was probably slowly falling away. We just helped it along. Oh, there's old Preggers there. I don't know if that's ours or the one that the heavy mech destroyed, but gotta finish the job. Some lava. So, like I said, you would find out what that noise was. Those are Emperor Xenome calls. I want to say it looks like they're mourning the death of their one of their breeders, but considering this is the same species that uses their offspring as weapons, I really don't think they probably care that much. It's probably more just a general, hey, just letting you know sort of thing. Even as sorrowful as it sounds, it probably isn't. That's just my guess. Now that one we did have to destroy because it was electrifying this grate here. Yeah, I don't know if these were maybe part of the asteroid defense shield, maybe? I don't know. Owned. Okay, so this place is starting to get pretty screwed up. Uh-oh, more critters. You hear the skittering sound they make when they move. They sound like the cockroaches in Half-Life.
Primary task spacing is ready. Secondary aims are rolled free. All personnel follow the evacuation protocol.
Alright, so we are right outside of the mainframe's main core building. This is always a spot right here where I always kind of stop and take in the environment. So you just got this view of this planet exploding, just this ominous sound of the aliens in the background. Just take a moment. Creepy stuff. But kind of oddly calming too, in a way, I guess. Sorta.
Recent events have forced me to conclude that this facility is doomed. The Xeno infestation is spreading, and most of my drones have been destroyed. Nearly all of the copy centers have been damaged by Xenos. I predicted that this moon will fall from orbit before the drones can clear the escape path. We will all be destroyed. I have a plan that could save both of us. I propose a truce. My aerial defense drone will meet us at the surface. I will order my drones to cease hostilities, and you will be able to take my mainframe core with you to the surface.
Potatoes.
There's a chance that the
Very
aerial
much.
drone will be able to escape into hot space.
Very much potatoes. So now the cutesy bots aren't going to attack me. Isn't that nice? Pet, pet, pet. I wonder if these things ever had not even just these, but I wonder if the bots at any time had voice modules, like they could talk. And that's just it's all garbled and not working anymore. What a disgusting creature. Good job, cutesy bot. Alright, so let's go into the core building. Maintenance access, please. This used to be my favorite part of the chapter, just because I was really into computers.
Be warned. I have unexpectedly lost contact with two of my phones in this section. My sisters detect unusual movement.
Stealth xenomes. Got the power of the ninja. But my kung fu is stronger. So this is probably like one of the highest secure areas in the facility, I'd imagine. I always like these things. I always figured like these must be CPU chips, and they're all like interconnected and it's sort of like a CPU farm, like cluster processing. It's pretty cool. Yep, this is mainframe's brain. All this. It's another ambient room that I like. It's relaxing. Someone should make one of those hour-long YouTube ambient videos with this. Crawl through the brains. I'm gonna have to destroy a couple of her brain cells.
Before you go any further, this security door must be sealed.
Oh, there's a xenome out there. Just take care of that real quick. There we go. Alright. Aw, cutesy bot opened the door for me. That's such a cool door. Slidey. Chicken legs. It's a little secret here. Pull up all these little modules here. Open this little room. Not much in it really, but still. Lots of pipes. This would be a cool place to work. Like, look at this. It's awesome. Got your own little terminal and stuff, and it's all like modern and like this. This looks like the most modern like electronics on the whole base is in this building. I mean, that's just because it's white and iMac looking.
I've sealed all access except for the ventilation tunnel. My drones will close it off behind you.
Nasty looking fan. They really should use a squirrel cage fan. Just saying. What's going on here? It's kind of graphical glitch going on. Little towers of chips. Yeah, those stealth xenomes, they always leave these weird cobweb stuff around. Again, they're gross. These big old hallways. Dang. I like that they used like pebbles and stuff as a foundation. Looks like a fish tank. Oh yeah, this would be my room. This would be my room right here. It's where I'd work. Let's see who wins. Come on, cutesy bot. You can do it. Come on, cutesy bot. No, cutesy bot! Okay. Getting real deep now. We're getting the inner chambers now. I don't know what's going on with the lighting. This game's freaking out. Seems to be working okay though. Stuff going up and down in here. Whoa, what is going on?